in the past 3 months, we've generated $119. Hello everyone, my name is Kaseem. Welcome to this week's dividend and growth investing portfolio update. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope your investment is doing well. So in today's video, we are going to talk about the dividend and growth stock portfolio. We're going to walk through some of the changes that I've done. We are going to compare it to the S&P 500. We're going to just talk about a bunch of different things, ways that I've been tracking the portfolio and everything like that. So you guys stay tuned. This is going to be a jam-packed video. So the first thing that I always like to do is I always like to share with people how the dividend is going with the portfolio, because the bedrock of this portfolio is dividend. Okay, like I basically try to focus on dividend companies. Okay, the companies that pays dividend, companies that are growing, that we all buy the stuff and use the stuff all the time. They constantly pay a stream of dividend into my account. Companies like Apple, Microsoft, Visa, Taiwan Semiconductors. A lot of these companies, they make a lot. Most of these companies, they make a lot of money. Okay, like they make a lot of money from regular people. People buy their products. I mean, a company like Taiwan Semiconductors, they're probably gonna grow for a long time to come, because we've had chip shortage, global chip shortage. So companies like Apple are gonna grow. Companies like Visa, all of those companies are gonna grow, and most of the companies that I have within all the different sectors, they are geared towards dividend stocks. Stocks that pays dividend on a regular basis. So what we have here is, you guys can see how the dividend comes into the portfolio. Pretty much it comes in. Look at Cisco here, Comcast, Simon Properties, Dollar General, Intuit. We all know all these companies, and we buy their stuff, we use their stuff. This is a real estate company. This is another real estate company. This is Progressive Insurance. For me, I just love the fact that my portfolio is set up in such a way that all these companies that we all use their stuff, we all use and buy their stuff all the time. We pay our own hard-earned cash to buy their stuff. They all pay me a stream of dividend. As you guys can see here, I have a bunch of ETFs as well in my portfolio, and they all pay dividend over time. Now, personally, is my duty and my goal to grow the amount of money that I have in each of these companies, because the more money I have invested in them, the more dividend I'm gonna have over time. This is a company that this company that I'm actually very excited about. Is a covered call dividend stock company. Is a covered call company that pays dividend. So they do the whale strategy like I do on the channel, and they constantly pay a stream of dividend, in the portfolio. If we take a look here, you see that I have this section that is called monthly income. Okay, this section is primarily geared towards ETFs that pays on a monthly basis. I'm looking at this as owning piece of property, owning a piece of property and constantly getting that stream of income on a regular basis. SPHC pays every month, SPLV, all these companies that are in here, all these 5 companies, they all pay dividend on a monthly basis, and it comes right into the dividend pie here. I did a video not too long ago. It's this video, my $5,000 mistake. I'm gonna link it for you to watch. This video explains what happened and why I made a huge mistake, huge $5,000 mistake. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to rebuild this within the next 6 months to trying to get $5,000 back in here. That's what I'm gonna work on within the next 6 months. I'm gonna rebuild this to try to get at least $5,000 back in here, so we can start earning money. Out of all these companies that are here, one of the ones that I'm really excited about is Jepi. I've covered this stock before in previous videos. I'm gonna link the video right here in the cards for you to check out. But I've covered that before. This company, what they do is they do covered call, like I do with the real strategy. They do covered call, and they use their profit that they make. They use it to pay investors. You know, covered call is a very, very valuable investment strategy in the market. Okay, it's very, very valuable. It's a great investment strategy, and it's been helping me out to generate a decent stream of income, and I'll just keep on building on it. But we have here, you see, this company, JP Morgan, they're very well known. They used to have this service exclusively for their millionaire clients, but now they're starting to see that a lot of retailers are getting involved in the market now, so they're trying to get in on that trend. But this company pays dividend on a monthly basis, and as you can see, I've earned 33 cents on my $116 invested. So over time, I'm looking to up my investments in the monthly income section here and get this above $5,000. If I get this above $5,000, I should roughly be getting paid anywhere between, you know, $40 to $50 on a monthly basis. So I'm excited about that. So let's quickly go over the income that we've had in the portfolio recently. So if you click on 1 day, the dividend that we got this week is 44 cents. And if I click on 1 week here, we click on 1 week, we made $1.27 cents. Okay, 1 week of the portfolio, it made $1.27. I'm happy about that. As long as I keep on generating income with this portfolio, I'm happy with it. This is a long-term portfolio. I'm talking, you know, 30-40 years that I'm going to be building this portfolio. So this is a long-term portfolio, and it's structured very well. It's diversified how I like my investment to be diversified. But for the month we generated $25 in income, and for the 3 months, in the past 3 months, we've generated $119. $119 generated in the past 3 months. If I may say, quite amazing. This is amazing. $119. Okay, that can pay Metro PCS phone bill for a couple of months. You know, can pay a nice cheap phone bill for a couple of months. The portfolio is generating very, very nice income. And if you look at that 3 months time as well, and within that 3 months period, the portfolio has grown $1,300. Okay, net cash flow within that 3 months deposited roughly almost 4,300. Brand new money that gets deposited. The money gets deposited, and the dividend gets added together. That money goes into purchasing more stock, and that's how the investment grow over time. So one of the other exciting things that I've been doing with the portfolio here is to add a new section called cryptocurrency. I've done a couple of videos on this, explaining my reason why I want to build up a nice section of cryptocurrency holdings in my portfolio, and I'm gonna keep on doing more videos on this in the future. So if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. You know, I appreciate you for doing that. But here's a cryptocurrency section here, And as you guys can see here, I'm primarily weighted towards Coinbase. Okay. If you take a look at Coinbase, to me, the way that I look at Coinbase is when you invest in Coinbase, you're basically investing in an index fund. Coinbase, the way that I look at it, is an index of crypto. So instead of going out and buying Bitcoin by itself, buying Ethereum by itself, buying Tether by itself, buying Ripple by itself, I buy Coinbase. And then when I buy Coinbase, I know that, okay, I have a piece of pretty much all the crypto. That's why I have about 70% of my crypto holdings going into Coinbase, because Coinbase is like an index. And as you guys know, I love investing in index fund. Check out my top 5 investments that I have in this portfolio. I have a video on that as well. I'm going to link it in the cards for you to check out. Certainly check that out. So Coinbase here, we know, okay, this is an index. That's why I have it here. That's how I look at it. Coinbase is an index of crypto. You know, Coinbase has it about 25% of the total money that is in cryptocurrency. Coinbase has about 25% of it. And if you pop right here into CoinMarketCap, you can see the net the what's it called, market cap of crypto is $2 trillion. $2 trillion with a T. So like, cryptocurrency is not something that anybody can ignore. Any assets that is, you know, or groups of assets that is getting up to, you know, $2 trillion, it's something to watch. And we also have Tesla that is that transacting in crypto, and their CEO recently touched on it, talking about how crypto provide a little bit of liquidity. So the next thing that we're going to look at is the rest of this holdings. I have Nvidia here, and Nvidia basically they provide a chip. They do all the graphics card, all the chips that go into the mining of Bitcoin. I mean, mining of all the cryptocurrencies. Basically, Nvidia is one of the top companies that are involved in that. I know there's other ones, but Nvidia is pretty much one of the top companies that are involved. MicroStrategy, they are a business that manage investments, and they bought a ton of Bitcoin. So I would add them here as well because they have a ton of Bitcoin. This is a company in China that provides, you know, systems and stuff like that for the Bitcoin mining. So it gives me a little bit of exposure to Bitcoin mining in China. And funny enough, that's the only one that has been doing well so far. PayPal, as we all know, PayPal, they have access to a ton of small businesses. If PayPal start using letting small businesses use Bitcoin, they're gonna figure out a way to do it faster, better than probably the Bitcoin network itself. Because, you know, PayPal is a big financial company. Riot, they do Bitcoin mining. They have a ton of basically one of the biggest at Bitcoin mining that are on the stock market. And we have Square here, and Square, they have, you know, Cash App, they have Venmo, they have all the little Square point of sales stuff. And they also have a ton of Bitcoin. All these companies, they basically invest in Bitcoin, and they have a ton of Bitcoin. So overall, what I'm looking at here is Coinbase is like an index. Okay, Coinbase has at least 25% of $2 trillion in Coinbase. Okay, that is a lot of money that these companies manage. They're basically a broker. They're basically a broker and an exchange. If you know anything about the New York Stock Exchange or the London Stock Exchange or any of the stock exchange, basically Coinbase is one of those ones for crypto, but they're basically global. So This is going to be a huge company in the future, a big company 5 years from now. But obviously they just went public, and the stock market, usually when a company goes public, over time, the first couple of months of them being public, they usually would trend back down. So I'm not really worried about that. I'm not really worried about the stock down a little bit. Matter of fact, any of this stuff, I'm not really worried about it, because I'm just basically starting to build my holdings in it, and I still have roughly about $1,800 to dollar cost average into this section of the portfolio to basically bring it back to the 5% of my overall investment holding here. So far everything has been going quite well. Based on all the numbers here, everything is going quite well with this investment. So yeah, it's been doing very, very well. So if you like what you see here, if you like what I'm doing here, consider subscribing to the channel. What I do, this portfolio is the main portfolio that I'm trying to get this portfolio up to $1 million. All right. This is the main portfolio. Everything I do, the wheel strategy, day trading, all that stuff is to get enough funds to be able to invest more money in here and be able to grow this over time. Because getting paid without doing anything, collecting dividends without doing anything is actually quite amazing. If every single rich person in the world invests in companies that pays them passively over time, and they don't have to do anything, they have millions and millions of dollars invested, there's no way they're not going to be getting richer. This is one of the ways that I'm planning on building my wealth with, by investing in very, very good companies that we all buy and use their product, and they pay dividend on a regular basis. If you look here, this is the last thing that we're going to look at, then we're going to round up here. This is my stock section. Here really don't pay much, but as you can see, it is made $25, and I'm invested in very vast different companies. Some of you guys might know this company, some of you guys might not. Domino's Pizza, Expedia, Harley Davidson, Uber, FedEx, Twitter, Facebook, Wayne Resort. All these companies, we all use their stuff, and as you guys can see, it's not much, but it's spread around, and most of the companies pay dividend. Okay, they pay me a little bit of money, and my job as an investor is to increase the amount of money that I have in here, in each of these sections, increase it over time, and be able to increase my income over time as well. So the last thing that I always like to do before I let you guys go here is to take a look at my portfolio. If we take a compare my portfolio to the S&P 500, and this is basically the top 500 companies to compare your portfolio to. So that's why I always like to take a look at the S&P 500 to compare my portfolio to the S&P and see how it's doing. So now in the past 3 months, the portfolio is up 3.4%. I'm sure the S&P has beat my portfolio by far, but the portfolio is up 3.4% in the past 3 months. $1,300 and collected $119, almost $120, basically $120 here in dividend. And in the past, we can't do 3 months for the S&P, so let's look at 6 months. So in the past six months here, let's see what the S&P has done. You see it has gone up tremendously, 24% in 6 months, almost 30%. Well, we can't do 6 months, so that's too bad. That is too bad. But for 1 year here, the portfolio is up 46%. The past year has been quite amazing. I must say, the past year has been amazing. If you had invested during the coronavirus time, your portfolio should be up tremendously. So the S&P 500 is up 44%. If you click on 1 year, is up 44.61%. And my portfolio in the past 1 year is up 46.01%. So he's just beating the S&P 500 by 2%, which is quite nice. And we've collected $514 in the past year in income. $514. That is quite amazing, I must say. So if you like to see and learn how to build a very solid portfolio like this, consider subscribing to the channel. Check out the channel, see what I'm about. The main goal of this channel is to share with you guys, my audience, share with you how I'm planning on growing this portfolio all the way to $1 million, because that is the premise of this channel. Showing people how you can invest your way to your first million by doing different strategies in the markets, whether that is investing in dividend and growth companies like I'm doing right here, whether that is investing, doing the real strategy, day trading, doing different things in the markets that will generate more income, so you can use that to invest and make more money. Okay. So yeah, that is pretty much it. I appreciate all of you guys for watching today. If you have any questions, please leave it in the description. I will answer it. I love interacting with you guys. Leave it in the description. And if you have any suggestion as well, leave it in the description. Consider subscribing to the channel and giving the video a like, so you can so YouTube can promote my videos to a wider audience. I appreciate you guys for doing that. Thank you very much. Until next time, see you later. Love you all. Bye.